What's up, guys? It's Ramsey. And I'm back. I want to talk about a purchase that I made. The nostalgia hit hard, and the 90s kid inside me just couldn't help but spend a ton of money. So Rob Liefeld is I guess a controversial figure. I mean, he's kind of like the John Cena of comics. Some people love him, some people hate him. I grew up on him, so I'm partial to that New Mutants run and X-Force. That was such a fun time. Thanks to him, we have Image Comics now. I don't think we would have it. You know, I don't think anybody else would have strayed from their safe. You know, maybe McFarlane would have left. I think he was already ready to move on. I don't think we'd have anything like what Image is today. I'm a big fan of his podcast. There's so much valuable information in that podcast, and it's fun to listen to somebody who's just so passionate about comics. So I love that podcast. So I got wrapped up in his whatnot auctions, and I spent so much money, but I ordered 4 or 5 slabs that I thought were pretty cool, and we're gonna find out how did I do. He autographs them right there on site. He'll do the Liefeld chisel logo on there. He's got like a bloody version. He's got a drop shadow version. He's got the regular version. So I opted for grading, since I'm, you know, big into grading and stuff. First and foremost, he always says, hey, grades are not guaranteed. So I did reach out to Key Collectibles. His name is Dave. He's Rob Liefeld's assistant on the Whatnots, or at least he was around this time. I think he still is. He travels with Rob to the different shows that he used to do, different comic store appearances that he would do, and he's the one that facilitates the grading and all of that stuff. So I did reach out to him, and I was like, hey, I want pressing on all these comics, and I tend to like higher grades on moderns. Like if it's not a 9.6 or a 9.8 and it's a modern comic, like I'd rather just spend that extra money and have that high grade, since, you know, they're going to be more accessible than, say, a 9.8 Amazing Fantasy 15. Let's see how I did. All right, let's see. This is a Daredevil number 34, Deadpool 30th edition. I don't know if it's a Rob Liefeld exclusive to his website or not, but here we go. An 8.5, not the highest grade. I think there's a little scuff mark right here, a little white spot that you can see right above the staple. I think that's a scuff mark from when they're shipping and they're kind of rubbing up against each other. I really don't see anything else too wrong with it. Well, I do see a stacking curl along the back. I don't know if you can even see a little bit of that little stacking curl right along the spine. Other than that, the logo is really cool. There's his Liefeld chisel logo right here. He did it in blue, plus he always signs it there. Where is it? There it is, as well. I did pay for pressing, but looking at the receipts that were sent back to me, pressing wasn't added to the I guess to the order. I don't know if it was too late or whatever. I did pay for it. I did reach out to Key Collectibles, to Dave, via his Whatnot messages and his email account. He replied to me once and said that my message had gone to spam, but that, he was able to add the pressing. You know what? Mistakes happen. I haven't heard back from either the Whatnot messages or the email, but potentially my email could be in spam. We'll see. I have faith that, that he'll make it right. Basically, I paid, I don't know, like $100 or something like that for pressing on the comics I got, and I didn't get them. So I mean, all I really want is just my $100 back. I'm sure they'll come through. But check it out. How do y'all feel about Liefeld? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure there'll be a lot of opinions there. All right, let's see what else I got. What is this one? Oh, a 9.0. All right, so this one has probably some of the same problems as the other one. Definitely was not pressed. Some spine ticks along the edge, but nowadays with the paper that they use, it's really hard to get a 9.8 right off the shelf without pressing or anything. But again, they don't guarantee grades. He doesn't guarantee that you're going to get any kind of grades. That's the Liefeld blood splatter logo. It does look really cool. I mean, I gotta say, I like that. And of course, he threw in the other signature, his regular signature. 9.0. So this was signed January 14th, 2023. This one was January 20th, 2023. But this is Deadpool #1, 2023 edition, with the blood splatter. I think, does it have the blood splatter and the chisel drop shadow? Is that, I think he did, he went all out on that one. Really hoping for a 9.8 on this one, but I think if they pressed it, looking at the spine ticks, I might get a 9.6 or a 9.4 had they pressed it, but it is what it is. This one, I just really don't understand how it could have gotten a 9.8. I mean, maybe there's some kind of I mean, an 8.5, maybe there's some kind of folds. The bad thing about this is that I'm gonna have to send it to get pressed and reslabbed, which is gonna cost me a lot more money. It's gonna be like, what, 50 bucks for the regrading, and then another 20 plus for the pressing. So definitely a lot more expensive to add this after the fact. I'm not asking them to refund any of that. Just I would like a refund for just whatever I paid, or credit towards whatever I buy from them next. But yeah, this, I don't think, just looking at it, deserves an 8.5, but the plastic sometimes does hide a lot. All right, what do we got next? All right, 8.5. Wow, okay, so this is a Whatnot exclusive facsimile edition of New Mutants 98. So this one has the signature up here in green, and then it has the chisel drop shadow logo on there that he did. He did it live there as you're, I guess, bidding. He's doing it live on the Whatnots. It's a kind of cool. A ton of spine ticks. I don't think this would have gotten maybe a 9.4 max, but 8.5, man, I feel like they were really rough on these grades. Anyway, I really dig the chisel logo. It's one of the iconic logos. You know, there's McFarlane's logo. Jim Lee's was never very iconic, but I mean, his art is iconic, so it makes up for it too. But his was one of the most iconic kind of logos, or not logos, I guess, yeah, logo of their signature that you would see on comics in the 90s. So him and McFarlane with his little scroll and, you know, unique signature when you would write McFarlane. What is this? So 9.2. All right, the highest of the bunch so far. This is Deadpool, Bad Blood. Down there, he's got the Liefeld chisel drop shadow logo and the signature right there in the corner. His regular signature, 9.2. This one was signed on the 14th as well. So I did probably 2 weeks buying some original art from him, and then all these comics as well, and then sending them to get graded. But on this one, looking at it, I mean, I see the warped paper, I guess, you know, cheap paper. You put ink or water on paper, it's gonna wrinkle, so it does have the waves. But other than that, I really don't see too much more wrong with it. I think all the corners are nice and sharp. I think it's just the waviness. No spine ticks either. You know, there's some indentions. Let me see if I can aim the light just right there. You see the indentions there where it says DE? That one will probably go back to CGC to get a 9.8 just to go into my collection. And one more, and here's the receipt where you can see, so up here in this yellow square there, it says, I guess the different things you can add on there, but pressing, regular press, fast track press, all of those were left unchecked. All right, so this one is, hey, finally a 9.8, and I got the chisel there in these cool 90s colors. I love this neon. So he did the drop shadow chisel logo on that one, plus his regular signature. This is I think the Mexican foil from, what's that? It just says El Quinto Mundo edition. But it's from Mexico, reprints number 98. Really, really cool foil cover. These Mexican foil covers are really, really cool, really good quality, way better than what you would get from the American versions at Marvel or whoever is going to give you. These are legit. Mexico's printing is on point. I mean, it can be, right? And plus it's a lot cheaper to print over there. Anyway, this one says El Quinto Mundo de Venta. You see it says de Venta here, exclusiva in Mexico. So it's only supposed to be sold in Mexico. So hopefully Rob doesn't get in trouble for selling it to me here in America. All right, so I'm barely in America. I'm like a hop, skip, and a jump from the Mexican border down in South Texas. So that's where I live. Overall, I mean, obviously this one's definitely gonna go into the collection. It'll probably go right up here with my other 98s. I have two more that are 9.6, a UPC version, and one's a direct edition version. This one I think is gonna go back to CGC. If I'm gonna keep it in my personal collection, I want it to be the highest grade possible. I think this one has 9.8 potential, at the very least a 9.6 on that one. This one, there's really no hope for this one. It does have a ton. Let me see if I can get the light on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a ton of tiny spine ticks. There we go. You can kind of see them. And then it's got a little corner ding over on this side too. Let me see. Yeah, a little corner ding right there that I think is going to prevent it from being, I don't know, anything higher than a 9.0. Already in it for way too much. I'm just gonna cut my losses on that one. I don't know if Daredevil 34 has any kind of significance other than it is signed by Liefeld, so I'll probably just cut my losses on this one too. And then Deadpool #1 here, another one that's got a few kind of pretty bad spine ticks. Yeah, it could probably still squeak by with a 9.6. I think, and this is a cool one. So this is the blood splatter one. So I don't know if it'll be worth sending in for a 9.6. I don't know. I might just keep this one as is. Maybe sell it and maybe try to get another blood splatter logo down the road. But at least if I'm able to get my $100 back from Key Collectibles for the pressing that I didn't get, and I'm sure they'll come through. I'm sure they just got to read my messages. You know, that maybe that'll pay for these two to go back. Yeah, I might as well try to get a 9.6 on this one, maybe 9.4, and then maybe a 9.6, maybe 9.8 on this one. The other two 8.5s, cut my losses. Like I said, they do not guarantee grades on Rob's Whatnot show. It is a lot of fun. Before I forget, we're gonna be relaunching the Kaboom Comics website. So if you don't know, I own Kaboom Comics and Collectibles. It's a store chain in South Texas, and we're going to be relaunching our website. I'm gonna have a lot of my slabs on there for sale. We're launching July 28th. I think it's a Friday or Saturday, and I should have everything up at that point. So it's gonna be a lot of slabs for sale, some raw key books, and eventually we're gonna have comics there for pre-order. Just like you pre-order at the store, like you have a pull, we'll have the same thing online. If you don't have a comic store near you, you can order from us. We'll ship it out to you, and you'll get a good discount on them. But anyway, a ton of cool stuff. Kaboom Comics.net, launching July 28th. Make sure you jump on there and check out the deals. I picked up a really cool collection for maybe it was like 20, 25, 30 grand not too long ago, with a ton of keys. First Punishers, first Rhino, first Cravens, first Bizarro, first Silver Age, Catwoman, all kinds of really cool stuff. And a lot of that stuff, if it's not a personal grail of mine, it will be on the website for sale, so keep an eye on that. July 28th, mark your calendars, jump onto kaboomcomics.net. It'll probably go up about I don't know. I was gonna say midnight, but maybe we'll wait till the morning to launch it. Yeah, it should be really cool. Like I said, eventually you'll be able to pre-order your weekly comics on there if you like, for a good discount. Okay, so that's it, guys. So thank you for checking out Ramsey vs. Comics. I will see you soon.
Okay, people, let's do this one more time. My name is Ramsey. I'm a comic store owner. I organize conventions. I'm in a band, and I'm a lifelong pop culture fan. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by it every day of my life. Welcome to Ramsey vs. Comics.